What's up everybody, I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with some more Palworld, and today I'm going to give you 14 tips that I recommend for people starting the game. And these tips are going to, one, make sure you have a smoother experience, you're able to take down higher level monsters, and also two, you're being the most resourceful and efficient with your base and with your pals. So with that, my fan, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, first tip is identifying where to put your base. So one thing you want to be wary of is wherever you put your base is going to be centered around this mechanism right here. This is where your pal box management. And if you see this little blue line out there, that tells you everything within that blue line is inside of your base. Everything outside of it is outside of your base. So you want to make sure you can utilize as much space as possible. Even in this situation, as you can see right here, I have a good portion of this is water, where it's not as much, and I can continue to build platforms out here and for the water, but all that is my base currently. Everything outside of that blue is not my base. So just make sure that, for me, I had to move it over a little bit more this way so that I can have more land over here. But at the same time, I did not want to be down this hill because I don't want to have to go all the way down there to access my stuff. So I want everything on this hill. There's other areas that you can put your base. You see, like even right there's a good spot. Just any place with any open land, even on that side, would have been good as well. That you could take advantage and have space to put your stuff out. So it's better to capture your monsters versus kill them, because if you capture them, you get a bonus experience for capturing them if you get up to 10. But also too, you still get the materials that you would have got from killing the monster in the process. So I'm not gonna fight this boss. This dude's running away because he knows what the deal is. But essentially, I would recommend capturing them instead. Bring them down. Is it gonna come up? You can't come up. Boom. Where is it at? 68%. And that should be good. Boom. I got the materials on the left, as you can see, and also too, I got experience. I got a bonus increase by capturing the monster. So I highly recommend. Also too, is you're gonna need 10 of essentially every single monster pal that you find. So you want to capture instead of killing them. What happens if you kill them, if you're wondering? If you kill them, you just get the materials and food, just like that, versus like getting the extra bonus experience from capturing as well. You may have noticed I got a couple buddies with me. So one, you can fight with your pal outside with you flying around, or you can fight solo. I recommend, if you're trying to capture a monster, use their pal to distract the monster you're going after. And right before it's about to die, like these are all gonna die in one shot. For example, that guy shot him. Before my pal gets a chance to do his attack and kill him, which will stop me from being able to get the capture, you want to pull him away. I have a special ring that allows me to have this dude out, have two pals out at one point, and I'll show that later on in the video. But that way I can, one, if I need to, I can capture him without him being killed, because sometimes you find some rare monsters and you don't necessarily mean to kill him, and you're accidentally doing it, because just like that, sometimes your pals are just too strong. Now let's talk about mounts. So you get mounts in this game. One, you can, well, yes, you can fly, and you can do it pretty early, or also two, you can ride a lot of your other companion pals as well. So for example, one of my favorite ones earlier on, he's already in my party. I'll just switch him out. I showed him earlier. You put him out and I can press X and I can ride him. Where's he at? Come here. Not only is it easy to traverse as well, and you can run a lot faster, it's also cool because one, you could double jump. So that's an ability you have that you didn't have before. Also two, you have special abilities. You can attack with the monster, the pal as well. I can do my R trigger attack, or I could do his other attack. Boom. And do some pretty oh my god, a shiny. Whoa. My first time seeing a shiny in the middle of this video. Oh damn, we gotta capitalize on this. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to kill it. Plus some percentage from the back. Okay, let's get the shiny, No, shit. It's sauce. Maybe I'll let that dude attack him. Oh yeah, I'll let you attack him. Come on. I guess I got 15 ships. Ooh. No, I can't attack him too with anything else. because of the fact that ooh. Oh, he's still blocking it. Ooh. Okay, let's get it now. It's only level 3, but it's a shiny. We got our first lucky pal. Oh my. While recording the video, that's crazy. Okay, well. Okay, I guess we can get back to what we were talking about. Talk about luck. So when you see a shiny, I guess the tip right there. How do I know a monster is shiny? Because it has a nice little glow on it, just like that. And you notice the sound was different also. That's my first shiny, so I don't know too much about them, but what the heck is that thing? All right, let's check it out. Where is it? Does it have a special symbol? Oh yeah, it has a little symbol on it. I guess it has a lucky skill on it. Work speed increase and attacking increase by 15. So it still only has 1 level in farming, 1 level in gathering. But hey, it has a work speed increase and attack buff as well. Cool, our first shiny. It was huge too. Let me just go ahead and put it out and just want to see what it looks like. Oh my god, it's huge. Absolutely massive. Cool. They'll also lay eggs as well. Okay, now going back to the mounts. So how do mounts work? So mounts, you can mount a lot of the pals in the game. You can mount. It look like they have a long back. Essentially, you can mount them. And also too, anything you see in the sky, the birds, you can capture those and mount those as well. You can also capture people. Your chances are very low, but you can still capture them. So after you got the monster, the pal, what you have to do is you have to go into your status symbol, technology. Then you're gonna see a situation like this. You see, this is where I get the saddle. This is a key item, meaning that at first I thought it was an inventory that you equip down here. No, it's a key item, meaning you can get as many as you want. You get all of these, and I can use this guy as a flamethrower. Or in this case, I will come down here and I have the saddle for him, and now I can ride it. So that's essentially how you will get your mounts. You find the monster, you find the pal, then you come over here to your technology and you get the item. After you get the item, you come over here to this one, and you can build it right there. It takes some time. It takes a long time to build it, but that's how you get your mounts. That's how you can utilize them. In this situation, I like this one more because I can fly. And also, very, very cool thing about this mount is you get this very early. I'll show you where to get it right now. But also, too, say I run out of stamina, I'm not in trouble, because what will happen is it would just fly down in case I'm over water. Like, oh man, I'm gonna fly this guy. No, he'll just fall down and go to this lowest point, and you'll still be on top of it, and it'll just regenerate. It's beautiful. Now, how do you find this one? This one I found in a couple areas, like consistently. I'll show you one area. This one sometimes is over here, but I had more luck with this other area, which I'll take you to. Down here is where I found a better chance of finding them. And you go up here and you just keep along this path, and you'll see 1 or 2 just flying around. You attack them, take them down, capture them, and boom, you got your mount just like that. Now when it comes to your pals and when it comes to your base, what are some good pals to have? Well, starting out, you're not gonna have too many great ones. Just whatever you find in your current area. The way it works is you venture out, capture them, you go back to your pal deck, you take a look at it, see what it has, then you kind of rinse and repeat as you go further and further and further. That's why it's important for you to capture at least one of every single pal you see out there, so you see how good they are. So if it comes to your base, there's a couple of things I want to point out. You want to point out the most important thing is you want to look at what skill they currently have. Down here, you can see what skills. If I'm going to leave them in my base, it doesn't matter. Some other cool skills. Let me see if I need these cool skills. Like for example, this lucky we just got, this shiny we just got. If I look at it, that a lucky passive, my work speed is increased by 15%. Those are some of the things you want to keep in mind when you're looking for who to put inside of your base. So I think I put this one in. I'm swapping this one out. That one out. So starting off looking at their tribute. So prime example, Sirius, what it does, work speed increased by 20%. So that's really good. So now looking on the right hand side, what kind of word does this pal good at. So it has level 1 in planting, level 1 in hard work, level 1 in lumbering, level 1 in teleporting, and number 1 in gathering. Meaning that if you drop it without giving a specific task, it will just kind of go around and do its thing and fill in any gaps. It's a very, very good general pal to have in your party. And it works out for me because the levels I've seen so far go up to 1. I think go to level 4, but the highest I've gotten is level 2. And what you want to do is you want to be in your home screen. And you kind of want to just look across the board from left to right and make sure you have somebody doing every single task. So fire, there's my fire. My watering, who's doing my watering? I got a watering right there. Also got another watering right there. My gathering, got that. Thunder, I got that. Handiwork, I got that. And you kind of just want to go across and make sure you have every single thing covered, because why does it matter? When it comes to your workstations, it tells you what kind of skill set is needed in order to perform this task. The one thing you do is you don't want to be the person building everything. When you first start, you will be, but essentially what happens is if I want to come in here and I say, hey, make me some arrows. Just make me a bunch of arrows, start production, I leave. I need someone to come over and start doing that task. They're going to go eat right now, but at some point somebody's going to pick up that task that has that level 1 or higher in handiwork and go from there. If I come over here and I say, hey, I don't have any more, I need some of these built, make that. See, he's on his way. He's gonna come over and start building it, and boom. And all I gotta do is go out and hunt, go explore, do my thing, come back, everything I need is built. And look at that, he came over here, started doing this task. That's why it's important to make sure you have every single baseline covered, because you want to make sure you can automate some of your tasks. Like someone was building these for me, and boom, all I gotta do is walk around and collect. And also too, you might be wondering, there's 2 of these guys. Look how fast they're building the wood. And that's because they have a level 2 in wood, and I have 2 of them, and they're currently active. I have 2 people working on this at the moment. One thing that's really, really cool as well, when it comes to building, I'll talk about this next, with the next tip with the efficient base, is how to make sure you always have resources and your boxes are always full. But for now, we'll kind of go back to the pals. So essentially what I would recommend is I like to have a couple of pals that are very, very specialized and better, because they'll only do those 2 tasks. They won't do anything else. They'll only do that one thing. For example, this fire, yeah, it might be wasted, but doesn't do nothing else but fire. But it's the only one I have at the moment, the only fire pal I can get. So I have to keep it in my party. That way I can make sure I can do my ignites and all the other things that require fire, cooking, etc. if I don't want to be the one to do it. So when it comes to my base, this guy's good in level 2 in lumbering, level 2 in gathering. Fire, 1. I kind of make sure everything's spaced out. This one I highly recommend. When you see these pals invading your base, capture one of them, because look at this. Level 2 in gathering, mining, level 2 in medicine, and level 2 in transportation. Fantastic. And that's how it kind of goes accordingly. This one's fantastic as well. I got this one from a rare egg. We'll talk about eggs later. When you see the eggs, make sure you capture them. When you get your ancient technology points, use it to make the incubator, because it allows you to hatch these eggs. And this I got Kingpen. And that's kind of how it works. You want to make sure you have specific ones doing specific tasks. They specialize in, they're faster, and they're kind of focused. The problem is when you have someone doing multiple tasks, like this guy, he has level 1 in this category. It will just all of a sudden stop and just go over here, start doing this. It'll stop and see, look at this. Someone's prime example. Someone started this quest, this job, and just dipped. And sometimes it might be tired, it might be on a break, but right now it could have just left. That's why it's good to have some specialization in your base. When you're first starting off, just get general people that can cover your bases first. After you cover your bases, then you can start pinpointing on which ones you actually want to go a little deeper in on. So now when it comes to your party's a little bit different. So when it comes to your party, I'll go ahead and go over here. These are the ones I currently have with me. I can swap them in and out. I can't have more than one out at one point, but I can with something a little special. But essentially, I can swap out how I want to use at any moment. They regain health while I'm not using them, so swap them in and out. That way you can take advantage of all their powers. All right, so I have to have my Nitewing because one allows me to fly. I need that. Tombat's really good. When you go into the status screen of the actual POW, this is where all these things start to matter. So one thing you want to look at first is, what is your partner skill? Your partner skill tells you what benefit it gives you. So you see this one says, actually let's go to this screen. Let's go over here, that way I can show you the ones outside of my party. So partner screen, it tells you this one can be rated. I can fly with it. This is attacks and it's passive that it might has. Just like everything else RNG, you get better passives with your roll and you can level them up. But just starting out, we will just keep it at that. Also, you can change the names if you didn't know. So I got Nighthawk out here, and this is what I'm currently rocking with him. I don't care about the slacker skill he has, because this one's really about just flying. As one of the first ones I got, so I decided to use it. When I get a better one, to swap him out. Now coming down, Tombat is amazing because his sensory skill is when activated, use a supersonic wave to detect location nearby pals. So what does that look like? Let me just bring him out so you can see. So Tombat, boom, hit it. X, use a skill, and now it tells me, oh, these are all the pals around. So I'm looking for something specific. It's a good opportunity that I can find it just by using that, and it stays there for quite some time. Swap him out, and I'm on my way. I can still see it. Next character I have, I like this one, the Daedream, because of the fact that I got a key item that I got from here that allows me to use it outside of just by being in my party and having its key item that I got from here. It'll fly around with me, as many as I have of them, and fight in a tandem with me and another summon. So I can literally have 6 people going ham against a monster. From this situation, I chose just to have one. So I have that as I'm flying around, is fighting with me alongside, and also too, I can bring out my summon, and I'm not limited there. These two are elective spots. I just had this one because it was strong, and it's very strong, and I had it since the beginning, so I kept it in there. This one has a healing ability, which is pretty cool. And essentially what it does is just kind of heals you if I'm in trouble. So I hit that, hit the soothing. Oh, it's going to go work. And boom, it'll heal me for 200 HP. So there's a lot of cool things that they can do. They can buff your character. Once you already have one that can ride, it doesn't make any sense to have it anymore. But what I always recommend is go through. Instead, for example, this one says, while in team, can be summoned and instead of using it. I can use this instead of a glider. Allows you to move more quickly for a long period of time while gliding with this pal. So I can glide faster and longer with this one. I don't need a glider with this one. So I can use, I mean, you're always gonna have a glider, but this can be my glider. So it's good to kind of go through all the pals you get and kind of see what skills they give you. Next, let's talk about efficient base. So now, a lot of times, a lot of people like to make extravagant big bases. You don't necessarily need it. It's actually better to make it sometimes a little smaller and more confined. So for example, I can make multiple of these, but the problem is if I'm making multiple of them, I'm splitting my workers. So the people that are generalists that can do lumbering and other tasks as well, they might come over here and start lumbering the second one, when it makes more sense for me to put only have one of each and have everything close together. Also, it's important to make sure you put a box right in front of the work they're doing. That way the people that transport can just take it from the floor or take it from there, grab it and deposit it right into your box. So you always have materials available for you. Also too, that you don't want them running too far to eat. When they get hungry, you just want them to come over really quick and come over here and, oh, sorry. Excuse me. And I put them to sleep and eat some food. So the wheat was put in here. They can eat the wheat. Also at the same time, they can eat the berries. So also too, I have my guys that are planting. They'll take the berries and put them right into the boxes for me and put them in here so we can utilize them. And if they're hungry, there's no food in there, they'll come over here and eat. Look at that. The chicken laid the egg and then move the egg in here so they can come and eat. So now they're never in a situation when they're hungry. I don't want to have to go back to, at least you saw him right now, he just moved it. I don't want to go back to the base to feed them because now they're self-sufficient. So you want to make sure that the workers are working, the movers are moving, they're grabbing the stuff just like that. Watch it. About to grab it, he grabbed it and went and put it in the box. Boom. So now everything is working in tandem, everything's close by, so they don't need to go that far to do any work. When they're tired or sleepy, I got a little sleep section over here. Got their hot tubs, they're not stressed out. But it's more important to make sure that This is a part of your business always going to be popping, because if I'm not currently building anything, I got nothing going on. See, those are done. Grab my arrows, I'm good there. I grab these, I'm good there. As you see, I'm good. But those, I got my food, I'm good. But the mining areas like that are always going to be busy, so you want to make sure you have everything you need to make sure they can just continuously deposit your materials, so you never run out of materials to build things that you need. When you get to level 10, you can make a second base. A second base is cool because then you can start being a little crafty. This is the one I'm currently working on in a moment. I'll take you guys there. This is a good location to find ore. As you can see, I got plenty of ore around me. And what I want to do is I'm going to put some of the guys over here that are really good at digging. So for instance, I need a higher level dig for them to actually do it. I will put like a bunch of these guys out there, maybe one or two, give them a food, do those things so that they can just walk around. Great, they're all going to sleep. They can walk around, start digging these, put them in the boxes, just like I was doing over there, which allows me to come over here, get the ore I need from that box, take it back to my main base, and build the things I want to do. This is a good location. I'll show on a map for those who are interested. Starting areas here. It's right there. It's next dungeon too, so you go into the dungeon, get some materials, and right on top of it, boom, you can build your second base. So look at that, isn't that beautiful? Everybody's over here sleeping. That's just lovely. So when it comes to building things, you don't want to actually fix it yourself. You want to build it and dip. When I say build it and then dip, I mean that what you want to do is put out the instructions and have them build it. So like, for example, let's build something really quick. I don't know, a ranch. It's too big. If I were to build, I don't know, can I build one of these? What can I build right now? That. Now I'll put this here. Essentially, great. Essentially what you want to do is put it in dip. So I'll just leave, and at some point, look at it, they're coming. Boom. I don't have to build anything. I just go about my day. Sometimes as you start getting further in the game, some things take a long time to build. And they're building it. Like it take up to 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So I don't have time to sit there and hold the button for that to happen. So now all I gotta do is build it and go. So as many things as you need, drop it and go. As long as you got your people out here, they will come out here and build whatever you need. And voila, they can start mining it. We don't need it, so we'll destroy it. When it comes to farming XP, I kind of covered this earlier. You just want to make sure you're capturing the pals. By capturing up to 10 of them, you get a bonus experience. After 10, you don't get the bonus experience anymore. You still get experience, but not bonus. Just make sure you're just capturing every single thing. Is that another shiny? I think it just naturally just glows. Okay, I was gonna say, wow. It looks like it's shiny, doesn't it? But what you want to do is make sure that you're just capturing everything, so that, maybe I hit it with this. So you're getting XP points from doing it. So I'll let him attack a little more. Okay. Got low enough. Captured it. And we are good to go. Give me the bonus. I got the XP bonus, and I got the rewards from capturing as well. So that's kind of how you want to level up. That's kind of the best way to level up. Another thing, sometimes I guess this is tip 15. Another tip is sometimes your pals get stuck. It happens sometimes. It's early access. So if it gets stuck, I think my big boys out there, where's one? Where's the second one? I saw him as I was coming in. He's up there in the house. Yeah, exactly. If he gets stuck up here, what you can do is just go to your pal box, put him in the box and put him back out. He'll drop back out. I'm sure they're gonna patch that up soon. Yeah, this guy not doing nothing. Boom, and there he goes. Everything, he's unstuck, and boom, both of them are there. If we look at status points, what I recommend earlier on is I would recommend putting your points into weight, because the most annoying thing in this game is not having enough weight to carry stuff you find out there in the wild. So put it into weight. Next, stamina is great, and HP's cool. You do warp speed, you're never touching anything. Don't ever put anything in there. You shouldn't be doing it. And defense, attack, these are all like cool, but your bread and butter is gonna be weight, stamina, then HP. All these things, like, you're fine, I would say, right now with how much damage we're taking, especially since we got this big old shield that you get pretty earlier on. It's on top of your health. Just get the shield, and it gives you protection. So if it's 100 life on top of your standard life. So it's good to have. We're gonna put this in there as well. But last tip is energy power. These are great because one, increases your ability to capture monsters. So the one thing you want to do is there's a bunch of little green spears that you can find, and now that you can fly, what you would do is you could pull them out. You see a little green thing over in the distance. All we gotta do is grab that, give it to the statue of power, and we're good to go. And also I saw this over here, and because we can fly, we can go anywhere now. Last thing is when you start, after you beat dungeons, after you beat bosses, you go over here, and that's how you unlock your ancient technology. You get points over here. When you get these points, what you want to do is I recommend the incubator egg because I got that one first. It allowed me to get Kingpen over there, which as you saw is really good. He has like level 2 in a lot of the skill sets. Also too, if you have me a party, it said fire. I know some people were saying that it's any monster, but essentially the way it works is it says while fighting together, fire pals drop more items when defeated. Fire pals. So I don't think it's everybody, so I think it's just fire. That's why I kept them in my base. So that's kind of left them there. But the eggs are good because you can get some good egg stuff in there. Eggs are random. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, come here, find this egg, you'll get this pal. No, you won't. It's random. So play your bet, put them in there. Some eggs take a little longer. They have large, standard. Which one I get? I got Flame Bell was born. I don't have that one. Let's check that one out together. The better they are, the longer it takes to open. This one has flame, so this one's better than the other one I have. It has flame, handy, transportation, and fencing. Let me see. A skill sometimes produces flame organs when assigned to ranch. So it was just automatically just have organs. Will I swap it out with this one? Absolutely, because this one can only do one thing, just fire. And I'm not always using fire, but there's always more work to be done. So boom, I'll swap that one out, and just like that. I'm excited because I got this large dark egg. So I'm excited to see what's in there. This one, large dark egg. Let's see how it's an uncommon. Let's see how long it takes. 30 minutes. So the last one I got that was 30 minutes was Kingpen. So I'm excited to see what this is. So if you want to see what this is, make sure you come to the back and check it out because I have it in the video. But ladies and gentlemen, these are my tips that I recommend going into the game. These are my tips for people that are getting started. A lot of things we went over, but you should be pretty good to go. This game is so fun and super addicting. So I hope you're enjoying as much as I am. If we forgot things, comment them below. If we forgot tips, you got some things you want to share as well, comment below. I'm all for community sharing and community growing. That's kind of how we do things around here. But thanks for watching. If you're new, if you found value in the video, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. It supports me a lot. Until next time, dear gamers, signing out.